Water, the essence of life, the cradle of our existence. It is a force that shapes our world in ways both subtle and profound. It covers most of our planet, a vast expanse that connects continents and cultures. From the icy polar caps to the warm tropical seas, water is everywhere. For early humans, it was a barrier and a source of food. But humans are inventive. They saw the potential in the waters that surrounded them. We found ways to cross the water, to use it to our advantage. From simple rafts to more complex boats, our ancestors began to explore and conquer the waters. This is the story of how we mastered the seas. It's a tale of human ingenuity and determination, of how we turned the vast, unpredictable oceans into highways of trade and communication. It is a story of innovation, of courage, and of the global connections that shipping made possible. Through the centuries, our ships grew larger and more sophisticated, enabling us to travel further and faster. This story begins with simple rafts. These early vessels were the first step in a journey that would span millennia, leading to the advanced ships we see today. It takes us through the ages of mighty empires and daring explorers, from the Phoenicians to the Vikings, from Columbus to Magellan. Each era brought new advancements and discoveries. We will see the birth of modern shipping and the rise of container ships. The Industrial Revolution transformed maritime transport, making it more efficient and reliable. Finally, we will look to the future of autonomous vessels. As technology continues to evolve, the ships of tomorrow will be smarter, greener, and more autonomous, revolutionizing the way we navigate the world's waters. Imagine a time before ships, before maps. How did our ancestors cross the water? The answer lies in simple rafts, logs tied together with vines. These were the first vessels. They allowed people to fish further from shore. Rafts enabled early humans to explore new lands. As humans learned more, we built better boats. We discovered how to make canoes from hollowed logs. We learned to use fire to shape wood. We experimented with sails, harnessing the power of the wind. These early innovations were crucial. They were the first steps in a long journey. The ancient Egyptians were masters of river navigation. Their reed boats sailed the Nile, transporting goods and people. The Nile was their lifeline. It allowed them to build a powerful civilization. The Egyptians developed sophisticated shipbuilding techniques. Their boats were elegant and efficient. Across the Mediterranean, the Phoenicians were building a maritime empire. They were skilled sailors and traders. Their ships carried goods across vast distances. They established trade routes throughout the Mediterranean. The Phoenicians connected different cultures. They played a vital role in the spread of knowledge and ideas. The Vikings were fearless explorers, known for their daring voyages across uncharted waters. They ventured far beyond their Scandinavian homelands, driven by a thirst for adventure, trade, and conquest. They sailed their long ships across stormy seas, braving the harshest of weather conditions. These ships were marvels of engineering, designed to withstand the tumultuous waves of the North Atlantic. Their ships were fast and maneuverable, allowing them to outpace and outmaneuver other vessels of their time. This speed was crucial for both their raids and their explorations. They could navigate rivers and oceans with equal ease, making them versatile explorers. Their ability to travel inland via rivers opened up new territories for trade and settlement. The Vikings reached North America long before Columbus, establishing temporary settlements in places like Newfoundland. These early voyages marked the first known European contact with the New World. They traded with communities across Europe, exchanging goods such as furs, amber, and slaves for silver, spices, and other valuable commodities. Their trade networks extended from the British Isles to the Byzantine Empire. Their voyages expanded the known world, mapping new territories and establishing connections between distant cultures. The Vikings' explorations had a lasting impact on the history and geography of Europe. While the Vikings explored, a new type of ship was emerging in Europe, the cog. These ships were designed for trade rather than exploration, reflecting the growing importance of commerce in medieval society. Cogs were sturdy cargo ships, built to carry heavy loads over long distances. Their deep hulls provided ample space for goods, making them ideal for the burgeoning trade routes of the time. They had a deep hull and a single sail, which made them stable and reliable in various sea conditions. This design allowed them to transport large quantities of goods efficiently. Cogs could carry large quantities of goods from textiles and grains to wine and precious metals. This capacity was crucial for the economic growth of medieval Europe. They were instrumental in the growth of European trade, connecting distant markets and facilitating the exchange of goods on an unprecedented scale. Ports across Europe thrived thanks to the steady flow of trade carried by these ships. These ships connected towns and cities, creating a network of trade that spanned the continent. The movement of goods also led to the exchange of ideas, fostering cultural and technological advancements. They facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas, playing a key role in the development of medieval European society. The cog ships were not just vessels of trade, but also carriers of culture and innovation. For centuries, wind had been the primary source of power for ships, but the 19th century saw a revolution: the steam engine. The first steamships, well, they were slow and unreliable, but they had a distinct advantage: independence from the wind. Steamships could travel faster and more reliably. They could cross oceans in a fraction of the time. The development of the steamship was a turning point. It marked the beginning of modern shipping. It opened up new possibilities for trade and travel. The world was shrinking. Distances were no longer an insurmountable barrier. Section 6. Steel hulls and global trade, the Industrial Revolution at sea. The Industrial Revolution brought about profound changes in shipbuilding. This era marked a significant shift from traditional wooden ships to more advanced iron and steel vessels. The transition wasn't just about materials, it was about embracing new technologies and methodologies that would forever change maritime history. Iron and later steel replaced wood as the primary material for hulls. This change was driven by the need for stronger, more durable ships that could withstand the rigors of long voyages and harsh sea conditions. The use of iron and steel allowed shipbuilders to create larger and more robust vessels. Steel hulls were stronger and more durable. They could endure the pounding of rough seas and the wear and tear of constant use. This durability meant that ships could travel further and carry more cargo, without the constant need for repairs and maintenance that wooden ships required. They allowed for the construction of larger ships. These larger vessels could carry more goods, making trade more efficient and cost-effective. The ability to transport more cargo in a single journey reduced the overall cost of shipping and opened up new possibilities for global trade. These ships could carry more cargo and withstand harsher conditions. The increased cargo capacity and enhanced durability meant that ships could venture into previously inaccessible or dangerous waters, further expanding trade routes and opportunities. The combination of steel hulls and powerful steam engines led to a new era of global trade. Steam engines provided a reliable and powerful means of propulsion, allowing ships to travel faster and more predictably than ever before. This combination revolutionized maritime transport. Ships became larger and faster. The advancements in shipbuilding technology meant that vessels could cover greater distances in shorter times, making international trade more viable and efficient. The speed and size of these ships were unmatched by their wooden predecessors. They could transport goods across oceans with greater efficiency. The ability to move large quantities of goods quickly and reliably transformed global commerce. Ports around the world became bustling hubs of activity handling the increased volume of trade. This led to lower costs and increased trade. The efficiencies gained from larger, faster ships reduced the cost of goods and made products more accessible to people around the world. This economic shift had profound impacts on global markets and economies. The world was becoming increasingly interconnected. The advancements in shipbuilding and the rise of global trade networks brought countries and cultures closer together, fostering economic interdependence and cultural exchange on an unprecedented scale. Section 7. The Age of Container Ships, Modern Maritime Giants. The mid-20th century saw another revolution in shipping containerization. Standardized shipping containers revolutionized cargo transport. These containers could be easily loaded and unloaded from ships. They could be transferred to trucks or trains for inland transportation. Container ships became the workhorses of global trade. They allowed for the efficient transport of vast quantities of goods. They reduced costs and streamlined logistics. Today, massive container ships are a common sight in ports around the world. They are a testament to the scale and efficiency of modern shipping. Section 8. Charting a course for tomorrow: autonomous ships. The future of shipping is on the horizon, and it is autonomous. Imagine ships navigating the seas without human intervention. Autonomous ships are equipped with advanced sensors and artificial intelligence. They can make decisions and adjust their course in real time. This technology is still in its early stages, but it has the potential to revolutionize the industry. Autonomous ships could improve safety, reduce costs, and minimize the environmental impact of shipping. They represent the next step in the long evolution of maritime transport. Section 9. Conclusion: the endless horizon of maritime innovation. From simple rafts to autonomous ships, the story of shipping is a testament to human ingenuity. It is a story of our desire to explore, to connect, and to trade. Each innovation has built upon the last, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. The future of shipping is full of promise. As technology continues to advance, we can expect even more significant innovations. The endless horizon of maritime innovation will continue to shape our world, connecting us in ways we cannot yet imagine.